First, I'd like to thank Ash and Lewis for sending me this story. It does not stop. It is. I'm telling you, when people ask me, "Is this becoming a trend?" The reason why I say that it's becoming a trend is because we have not had this happen all at once, all at one time. Usually, we have something like this spread out. It has gone from them just merely shooting up the schools to them just walking to school with the damn guns. Like, they have no shame now. In this picture, you have an individual by the name of Dillon, Nathanial Xynides or Xynides. I can't pronounce his last name. It's a weird last name. He's 18 years old, and he came to school with a damn AR-15, the same kind of gun that Nicholas Cruz used in the shooting down in Parkland, Florida. Now, when I was skimming through the article that was presented to me, they chalked this up as a terrible decision, and they also went out and said that they don't believe that there was a threat implied or otherwise, and then all they can chalk this up to is poor judgment. Now, remember, I did a video about a boy who was holding up the gun in a Snapchat photo, and they pretty much dusted that off as well and saw it and said that, oh, he's of no threat. And this goes back to me saying, if they don't care, why should I? How in the hell is a person walking with an AR-15 into the school? Not a gun range, not on a military base, not at an airport, but at a school considered not a threat. All the other three places that I mentioned, they could be a threat there too. The only reason I mention those is because those are places where you'll see people with those guns, but they are licensed to carry those guns around and certified to use them. I'm willing to bet that he is not licensed to own that gun, and he probably bought it off of out of the trunk of somebody's car, or he probably got it out of his parents' gun case or something like that. You know what's so crazy? They say that black people, depending on where they live, have easier access to these guns. But from the looks of it, is a lot of white people who have access to much more heavier artillery. I have yet to see a shooting where it involves a black person or black people where they used an AR-15. Mostly it's a handgun of some sort. These individuals right here go all out of their way to use these military style weapons. And they want to arm these teachers with the guns too. It's like, I don't know, like this is crazy. Now y'all see why it's called a trend. They're doing this to seek attention. I said they're apparently not getting enough love in the home. They're not getting enough parental guidance. None of that. And it makes it worse when you have the proper or so-called authorities who aren't even taking this seriously as well. Look at what they said. They're chalking it up to poor decision-making and poor judgment. Now, I did go on there to see that he was charged. Hold on, let me scroll down. He was charged with something, but I don't think it was like that heavy. He probably is going to have some kind of a hearing, and probably nothing is going to happen. They said that he got bypassed them with all of that. Yet they want to put metal detectors in quote-unquote inner city urban schools, but they have nothing out in these suburbs. That's exactly why all these shootings happen. They have so much security locked down on us that they don't even check out their own. That's why the prison system is the way it's set up, because they have designed it where in the narrative as a whole that black people are just inherently savages and dangerous. Yet in the last 2 weeks, there has been reports almost every single day of a white, mostly male student, or just a male period, walking into a school with a military-sized gun, I guess apparently wanting to threaten somebody's life, or posting up something on social media saying that they was going to do something to somebody or somebodies. They either carried out their plan or they threatened to carry out a plan. It's almost like I'm reporting more on these now than on the heroin stuff. I said before, as if the colonizing community needed another damn plague on their hands. And it seems like every time I say that, more shit pops up. But I'm not even gonna lie, this was the last one I was expecting. I mean, I already knew it was an issue, but damn, we had shootings, mass shootings that happened last year, but they weren't happening one behind the other like this. And this isn't just like mass shootings like I'm talking about. This is them threatening to carry it out. Had one up in Washington. If his grandmother didn't say anything, he was going to do something. You had the guy on Snapchat. They said he wasn't a threat. It was one that happened almost immediately after Parkland. I think it happened in North Carolina. I didn't talk about it, but they got him. Now this one. And many others that I'm sure are going to come right down the pipe. Yet we're the threat. Yet we're the savages. Colonizing community, keep telling yourself that. If that helps you sleep at night. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.